floor. There you just saw the House Majority Whip, Steny Hoyer, the Democrat from Maryland, really go after Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene. That's what they're all congregating there for today. They will be voting later to strip her of her committee assignments. Remember, she was just elected. She was put on, I believe, the Education Committee, the Labor Committee, and she has a long, long history of very controversial statements, trafficking and conspiracy theories, calling for political violence, and that's what they're voting on right now, to hold her accountable for that. She says that all of those comments were made before she even got into politics. And before she started campaigning for the House. She represents Georgia's congressional 5th district there. So we're going to come back to the House of Representatives in just a minute, but we want to show you right now, we're getting just some crazy, crazy weather. Here is the radar at the moment. We're going to be speaking with Fox 32's Nate Rogers out of Chicago. He's standing by in the snow. And Nate, it has just been coming down for the majority of the day. Heavy snow, cold temperatures. Sorry about this assignment today, Nate.
That's all right, Andrew. I tell you, man, it's going back and forth. It's really weird out here. Hours ago, we saw heavy snow, then we saw freezing rain, then we saw snow again, then we saw nothing, and now you see snow once again. And so for those folks that are at home, stay there, because right now it's messy, it's freezing, it's very cold outside, and it's creating really bad, really low visibility for drivers on the road. I'm going to step out of the way just so you all can see. Right now we're in the northwest suburb Schiller Park. We're seeing a couple of folks going to local gas stations here, fueling up on gas, just trying to make it home before conditions worsen. Also, certainly a lot of drivers on the road as freezing rain creates dangerous road conditions for drivers. We're seeing many traveling at reduced speeds. Now, remember, nearby Rosemont took in nearly 11 inches of snow this past weekend. Right now, public works crews are clearing roadways before moving to the main sidewalks and smaller sidewalks. We talked to a few folks at the gas station who said they're trying their best to just get through it all. Of course, a lot of folks having to dig out their cars and dig through their driveways over the weekend. Now with more snow here, it's just creating a hassle for a lot of folks. But here in Chicago, we're just working through it the best way we can.
Nate, question for you. What are local and state officials telling residents there in Chicago? Are they just kind of telling them to hunker down at the moment, stay put? What's the message coming from the top?
Sure, not so much to hunker down or stay put. Clearly, a lot of folks have to go to work, come back and forth from school. But the main message here is because of the freezing rain that we're experiencing now and those cold temperatures that are yet to come, they're just asking folks to be very careful while they're driving on the road. We're seeing some cars that are driving at like 30 miles per hour, but then there are other folks that are really speeding. And as you're trying to approach a stop sign or a stoplight, you do have the chance of wrecking another vehicle. And so that's really the main concern right now, just being on the roads, taking your time. Some folks doing it, some folks not.
And Nate, it looks like a very heavy, wet, slushy snow. Notice you're not wearing any gloves. I hope you stay warm out there.
Absolutely. I'm running in and out of my car. And so, yeah, it's wet, but it's manageable. We're used to this here in Illinois, just trying to get through it the best way we can. You know, it's a little crazy. My cameraman is going to throw me a snowball so you all can see. We did have a lot of accumulation, though, from the previous days. And again, to your point, that is the concern here. A lot of crews were trying to get rid of all of this snow just so when more snow comes, it won't freeze as much. But I don't know. It's the beast that we're working through right now and just trying to handle as best as we can.
All right, Fox 32's Nate Rogers there in the suburbs of Chicago. We were following wicked weather on Monday, that huge nor'easter in the northeast. Now this other storm hitting the Midwest there. Thank you, Nate, so much. Talk to you again. Stay warm.
Yes, sir.
And not to mention that we this week was Groundhog's Day on the 2nd. We brought you that event live there. Punxsutawney saw his shadow, so there'll be 6 more weeks of winter. So we're going to be following all the latest on the winter weather. Here's a last look, though, of the radar that we've been following. So much lake effect snow, sleet, rain, snow. The storm may dump up to 5 inches of snow and will be followed, like Nate said, by that deep freeze that'll stretch into next week. Temperatures might not rise above the single digits. Wind chills may also reach -30. City officials are calling it, quote, an Arctic blast. So, in the meantime, we're going to go back out to the House floor where members are debating that resolution to strip Representative Marjorie Taylor